What is man in light of the faith? In the first episode, we had a look at man. We saw that the powers of his rational soul enable him to know and to love. The highest truth that we can know and the greatest good that we can love is God. And that is how we established that man's purpose in life is to know and to love God. This is the foundation that we laid in the first episode. But since then, we've come to see a number of other things. Thinking about them, let's take another look at man. And this time, let's not focus on his natural end, but his supernatural end as revealed by faith. And here is what we find. God created man so that man could share in God's divine life. This is man's ultimate end and calling because God is love, and love wants others to share in its own goodness. That's also why God never abandons man, even when man chooses to abandon God. On the contrary, God stooped down and became man. In Jesus Christ, He came into this world in order to save mankind. By doing this, God not only brings about our salvation and redemption, but also shows us the true worth and dignity of the human person. Although some people might believe they're only worth something when they have accomplished something extraordinary, or when they are better or stronger, or when they are richer than others. None of that is true, because the human person gets his true dignity from somewhere else. We see the dignity of the human person not in his accomplishments, but in what was accomplished for him, in the price that Jesus paid for each and every one on the cross. He gave His life for each and every one of us. That's how precious we are to God. This truth about the dignity of man will change our lives. We can no longer look down on anyone, not even the most obnoxious person we know, because God didn't think this person was unimportant. No, He held this person so precious that He gave His life for him. We also come to realize that this true dignity of man is inalienable. It can't be taken away by anyone, for the simple reason that this dignity comes from God. And finally, there would be far less fighting over earthly possessions if we saw that we can't define our self-worth through them. The big problem with material things is that they can't really be shared. Yes, they can be divided, but the part owned by one person can't be owned by someone else. Looking at man in the light of faith reveals his true dignity, a dignity grounded in the very love of God.